Okay, so this is problem 5.3.42, and they ask us to determine if the numbers 66,928 and 66,992 are happy numbers. Okay, and they define for you. I don't recall covering what happy numbers were in the lecture, but they do define it for you in the problem. And happy numbers are essentially if you take each of these digits that are in the number and you just square them and then sum all of those together. And you keep doing that process. If you end up with the number 1 eventually, then it's a happy number. So for instance, if we just take a look at this number right here, 66,928, and if I just square each of the numbers, and what I'm doing is I'm squaring them and then I'm summing them. So we have 36 and 36, 81, 4, and then 64. And I'm going to grab my calculator. Okay, so if we take 36, 36, add 85, and then 64, and we get 221. Okay? And what we want to do is we want to keep doing this. So we're going to take 221 and square each of those numbers, and then sum those together. So we get 4 plus 4 plus 1. So that is 9. Okay? And then we're going to take 9 and square it, and we get 81. And we're going to take the 8 and square it, and the 1 and square it. So we get 64 plus 1, which is 65. And you can kind of see that we're just continuing to do this. Happy numbers will actually, usually after 4 or 5 iterations, will end up with the number 1. You usually don't have to go on forever. So this number right here, we can conclude that this is not happy. Okay? And then, let's see, we also want to do 66,992. So let's do that and flip this over. Oops, that's a truth table. Yeah, it's just scratch paper. So 66,992. Okay, so again, 6 squared, 6 squared, 9 squared, 9 squared, and 2 squared. So we have 36, 36, 81, 81, and 4. So let's see what we get when we add those together. And we get 238. Okay. And then I'm going to square each of those. So 2 squared, 3 squared, 8 squared. So I get 4 plus 9 plus 64. So that's 64 plus 13, which is 77. Okay. And then you just keep doing this. Excuse me. 7 squared plus 7 squared. That's 49 plus 49. So 49 plus 49 is 98. And then you can see I'm going to keep going with this. Again, this one's not going to be happy because, we're just going to continue with this. And, this is giving us something. And it's not, what you'll see in a pattern with something that is a happy number is you'll see it start to go towards 0 pretty quick, or excuse me, to 1 pretty quickly. Okay. So this one also is not happy. Okay. Now they did also ask, are they a happy amicable pair? And if one of them isn't happy, then they're not a happy amicable pair. So since they're both not happy, that's definitely not a happy amicable pair. Okay? So that was 5.3.42. Let's also do 5.3.43 was also asked. And basically a very similar problem, is 10,744 a happy number, and then 6,368. So let's do the 10,744 first. Let's square each of these. Okay, So we get 1 plus 0 plus 49 plus 16 plus 16. So that is 50 plus 32, so that's 82. Okay. Then we're going to take 8 squared and 2 squared. So we get 64 plus 4. So that is 68. And let's take 6 squared and 8 squared. And we get 36 plus 64. Okay, so you're going to start to see this here now. This, when we add it together, gives us 100. And when you get to 100, that's nice, because when I go and square each of these digits, this is what's going to end up being a 1. So this 10,744 is a happy number, because we did this iteration of squaring it digits, and we kept doing it, and we got down to a 1. And let's see, it took us about 1, 2, 3, it took us 4 times of squaring it, and that's typical. I mean, you know, sometimes it's quite a bit more, but most of the time it doesn't take that long to get down to the 1 if you're dealing with a happy number. Okay? Alright, so let's do the 6,368. 6,368, so again, 6 squared, 3 squared, 6 squared, and 8 squared. Okay, so this is 36 plus 9 plus 36 plus 64. So this is 100, and this is 45, so 145. I think. Maybe I should check it. 145, yep. Okay, let's square these. 1 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared. So we get 1 plus 16 plus 25. So that is 25 plus 17, 42. Okay, and then we are 25 plus 17, just check it, 42. I don't know why I'm having a hard time adding in my head today. So let's keep doing this. 4 squared and 2 squared, so this is 16 plus 4. So we're getting 20. It looks like it's getting close, but it's not going to. It's just going to go back up. So it's 2 squared plus 0 squared, so this is going to be 4. And then we have 4 squared, we're going to get 16, and that's 1 squared plus 6 squared. So you can see that it's starting to go back up. It's not going to get down to 1. So this number right here is, this one right here is not happy. And again, to answer the question, are they a happy amicable pair? They both have to be happy in order to be a happy amicable pair. So since one of them is not happy, then it's not a happy pair. Okay?